Okay, welcome back to the Historical Novel Society conference, and we're found these three Roman ladies just randomly wandering around the place. So we have Alison Morton, Kate Quinn, and sorry, I forgot your name, Ruth Downie. I do know it, but
he recognised you earlier.
Aye, exactly.
But yesterday night he was saying, "Is that Ruth Downie?" Now he's forgotten. But it's difficult.
He's overawed.
You have just done a panel, haven't you, Alison?
We have. We've done a panel on taking the Romans public, so trying to crash through a few of the common perceptions and actually present the Romans in different light. Right. And it's quite unusual having three women talking about the Romans.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it went over pretty well. We had managed to do it without any frothing about too much frothing about historical inaccuracies, although there was some snarking about medieval bracers in film.
Yeah.
And we gave due praise to the reenactors who turn up with their uniforms and keep everybody entertained, with their battles and their gladiators, and which I think are absolutely great. I can't do it, but I'm very happy to watch them because I think they get people engaged. Yeah. And that's the main thing.
And we didn't have any technical troubles. We did sacrifice a goat to Mercury before the panel began.
That's always a good plan.
That's a routine.
Build that into the budget.
Yeah. Do you think the taxman will accept that? I hope so.
One hopes.
Yeah.
So how have you found the conference so far? Are you enjoying it?
Oh, very much so. I mean, seeing your friends, having a chat, seeing friends, having a chat, going to some of the talks, because however long you've been doing this game, you always learn something. Yeah. And, anybody that says, oh, no, I've done it all and I know it all. No, you don't. And it's just great doing that in a relaxed atmosphere, friendly people. This is a very good venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is an ideal setting. It's just beautiful because we're surrounded by history with people who are interested in history. It's great. Yeah.
It's lovely to be among so many history nerds. I mean, you pass through a hallway and you'll hear fragments of one conversation about longbows, and then you'll get another fragment of conversation about medieval manuscript illuminations, and then you'll pass by another conversation where you get a fragment about I don't know, the scutum, the tortoise, technique for legionaries. And you never know what you're going to hear, but it's always going to be something deeply, deeply esoteric and nerdy.
Yeah, and also somebody shows somebody a coin and they say, oh, is that from the reign of King X or whatever? And then you get a little crowd round. And now that's not normal behaviour amongst the public.
Yeah, I had a joke that, I have a whole joke about the first story I ever wrote when I was a kid was about the assassination of King Edward II. That joke never lands in the US, because everyone just gives me a look like, who's Edward II? And, everybody in this crowd got it. Yeah. Everyone. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm about to say something very intelligent, I'm sure, but I don't know what it is. So in the meantime, I'll just hand back to one of you.
Are you enjoying yourself so far?
I am, yeah. It's great. It's really good. And it's good to mix with people and have talks about writing and history, the sort of conversations that you don't have at home because people think you're weird.
Yeah, they're just not interested.
Yeah.
They just think you're boring.
Yeah.
You have all your friends doing that sort of like,
Yeah, okay. Now, about this trip to the pub we're doing next week. And you think,
much more interesting.
Okay. No, it's not. No, sorry.
I was pretending I was saying.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, yeah. No. And my dear husband, last year, give him his due. I dragged him all around Roman Noricum, which is Austria and northern Slovenia, and he's very good at letting me go and look at piles of stones and stuff and take pictures and go, He's very understanding, and he works as my roadie if we're in the same country. And so, our partners are just wonderful, even if they're not interested.
They're very good at mastering that interested expression as, you're yattering on about, what you can name the rest of your heroes contubernum, and then they're masking that expression while they're thinking, it's like, how much do I have to nod before I can go back to Top Gear?
So, well, just to wrap it up, have you got a book to plug at the moment that you'd like to mention while you've got a captive audience?
Well, my fans of my alternate history series, which was my main thing, where a little bit of Rome survived to the 21st century, and my heroines do all sorts of fantastic things. They'll say, yeah, we love this, we love it all, it's great. Will you please go back to the 4th century and write the origin story? No, that's historical fiction. I write this. Next lot of wave. will you please just sit at the computer and get on with it? And
Well, it's
they're
really
quite
easy, isn't
tough.
it? Just get on with it.
Just get on with it.
Yeah, you
Sit
shouldn't
down.
do anything else.
100,000 words. What are you whinging about?
Yeah.
And of course, the thing that was Julia Prima. And then the thing was, I had far too much story, so I had to write another one, which is
Right.
Exilium. So that's my latest venture.
What about the next Russo?
Well, the next Russo has been on the way for a very long time, and I've done lots of research because research is the fun bit.
Yeah.
And I've written the beginning many, many, many times, changing the odd comma and word and sentence and everything all the way through. And I did once sort of get to the end, but it needs an awful lot of work.
Please work on
Right.
it.
And I
Please
don't
work on
quite
it.
know when that's going to happen.
We're waiting.
Okay.
Yeah, we're waiting.
It will
I'll bear
happen
that in mind.
eventually.
It will happen.
Well, I just had 2 books out this year, so please, for the love of God, give me a break.
Only 2?
Only 2. Next one is probably out 2026. I just finished the rough draft. My critique partners have it right now, so they're ripping it apart as we speak. And that'll be out 2026, and that's a bit less straight historical fiction and a bit more in the way of magic realism, a little touch of fantasy. And that right now is called The Astral Library.
Wow,
I think
brilliant.
that sounds
Excellent.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much, ladies, for
Thank you.
taking the time to chat with us and travelling all the way here from ancient Rome.
Yeah.
Our pleasure.
Have a
Taking the
great
effort
time.
for all that.
Yeah, have a great time for the rest of the weekend.
Thank you very much. And you too. I hope you find lots of interesting things to do and see, and I'm sure you will.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.